Hey, what's going on guys? Willis here. Today we're going to be going over Kazuha, the latest 5-star new character in Genshin Impact. Will be released on the second banner in the 1.6 update. In this video, we're going to be talking about his strengths, his weaknesses, what character he might synergize well with, the best builds, weapons, and a ton more. Once again, guys, if you're new to the channel, consider supporting this video with a like. Every single month, we run a 10,000 Primo Gem giveaway, which you can actually enter in the Discord. Head over to my Discord, link will be in the pinned comment and the video description. Go to the Genshin giveaway channel and you can enter there. All right, big thanks to King's Raid for actually sponsoring this video. If you guys didn't know, King's Raid is a free-to-play side-scrolling RPG game developed by Vespa. Involves character collection, which is awesome. Bunch of different classes. You can also participate in activities such as large-scale world bosses and dragons for loot. They also have real-time global PvP, which is actually nuts. What I wanted to talk about is the King's Raid finale, the Chapter X, the final. It is the endgame story battle of the Dark Lord Cassel, who turned after the betrayal of a goddess, and Claus, who tried to save Cassel. So you can actually pre-register for the final update where new players can play a short series of quests for the 3 main heroes. And after completing, you can have 3 characters at max level, 5 transcendence, and 100 levels for free. You can then obtain unique gear and a soul weapon for your main hero of choice. There's also a new character in this update called Isaiah, Shepard of Chaos. She is the primal demon and you can get her for free by finishing the event story dungeon before the 8th of June. So make sure you register and join in on the fun because I'll be playing it too. All the links and stuff will be in the video description, so be sure to go check it out. Once again, thanks to King's Raid for sponsoring this video. But yeah, among all the exciting new features coming to the Midsummer Island Adventure update in 1.6, with the new Archon quests, a bunch of new events, new islands, brand new skins as well. We'll be getting an exciting new addition to the 5-star roster. We're also getting the long-awaited region of Inazuma soon as well, but yeah, we'll be getting Kazuha, however you want to say it. He is a 5-star Anemo sword user who is pretty much made to support your team and prioritize stats like elemental mastery, similar to how Sucrose basically boosts your team. Now, before I actually go in depth, I'd just like to say you can pretty much play Genshin however you want. As long as you have fun with it, it doesn't matter. If you like the character's designs, aesthetics, abilities, or whatever it may be, don't let it pressure you, I guess, or even let this video stop you. But if you care about damage, getting higher DPS, I think there's better characters out there such as Hu Tao, Venti, Ganyu, a lot of characters from the previous banner, and many more in the future that'll pretty much give you disgusting damage numbers. Given that Kazuha is still an amazing support character similar to Venti and Zhongli, who prioritizes buffing your character's damage, especially in elemental reactions, since Kazuha buffs elemental damage but does not provide certain benefits in gameplay that Venti or Zhongli perhaps would be able to do. Now, a quick rundown on Kazuha before we go into if it's worth wishing for him or not. His E skill. So going on to his skills and talents, Kazuha's E ability will damage enemies in an AoE around him, pulling them in like Jean would and then launching them up into the air alongside you like Venti's E hold ability. While in the air, he can execute a special plunging attack similar to Zhao, but it creates a small vacuum that pulls enemies towards it, similar to how Venti's burst would. He can perform this in midair just like Zhao and is able to hold it to deal more damage and a larger AoE. The E plunging attack deals significantly more damage compared to Zhao's plunging attack, but unlike Kazuha, Zhao is able to jump and plunge multiple times in quick succession, while Kazuha will take a bit more time. The skill does look sick, being a combination of various anime characters we already know and love. Combining it into Kazuha, the cyclone created by his plunging attack will actually be a great help in doing more team combos since the enemies pretty much stay clumped up together. Yeah, honestly, the animation of his E ability looks really cool and combines elements from previous anime characters, but still making him unique. So his Q, his burst ability. Kazuha's ultimate ability deals damage to opponents with a single slash and creates a field of AoE around him that launches and damages opponents periodically. This field can actually absorb elements in tandem with the soul reaction and is pretty much the same as Sucrose's ultimate. The field that his ultimate creates is massive and does not permanently launch enemies into the air, allowing you for your team to deal more damage and be able to actually reach them. Yeah, his burst is actually one of the most insane looking things I've seen in Genshin, especially when it combines with the different elements like pyro. It looks insane. So his passives and his synergies. Now, the reason you bring Kazuha into your team is because of his passive talent to increase your team's elemental damage equal to a percentage of Kazuha's elemental mastery. The passive works extremely well with a 4-piece viridescent set that prioritizes elemental mastery to maximize and increase the damage of your main DPS. This means that he's going to work very well in team comps looking to maximize elemental damage. However, this is only ever valuable if you're the type of player who likes to do a lot of elemental reactions and elemental damage. Proccing these swirl reactions, quick swapping towards other characters to trigger the reactions is going to be what Kazuha is used for. Using someone like Eula or Razor won't allow you to make the most out of Kazuha's potential, since these characters do not heavily rely on elemental reactions to deal more damage. You won't be triggering swirl reactions with these characters and losing out on the elemental damage buff that Kazuha can bring your team. Given that, I think that he will synergize really well with DPSs that can really make use out of elemental damages, such as Hu Tao, Ganyu, and Diluc. Now, for his weapons. Kazuha is quite versatile when it comes to weapons. Being able to utilize any 5-star or 4-star weapon that you can get your hands on, depending on how you want to build him, whether it be a support or as a main DPS. 5-star weapons like the Aquila Favonia would be good. I mean, if you want to build him around physical damage. But yeah, this doesn't really maximize his support capabilities. You're trying to build him to basically make him support your main DPS. So Skyward Blade would also give you a decent base attack boost along with energy recharge, but it's pretty much known for increasing your movement speed, attack, and normal charge damage. The Primordial Jade Cutter does not provide Kazuha with the benefits he needs. Besides the crit damage, as the HP stat along with the passive does not synergize well with his elemental mastery support build. Same goes for the Summit Shaper, needing shields to maximize the value if you use a Zhongli or a Diona. So 4-star weapons like the Ally Flash and the Iron Sting are great in Kazuha's case of a support build, boosting his elemental mastery, because this additional damage from the attack and elemental mastery are vital in making Kazuha a threat on the battlefield. The Festering Desire is also a great weapon for long-term weapons, so you should be able to have it at R5 if you guys did pretty much all of Dragonspine. I think that's a really great weapon for him. Obviously, he's got to have his own banner with his own weapon, but that hasn't been announced yet. I'm assuming it's going to be some elemental mastery sword. But yeah, wrapping up, should you summon for Kazuha? So the question is, should you pull for Kazuha? Should you even pull for him if you have these really good supports like Venti, Zhongli, Sucrose? Now, it depends a lot how you're going to use him, because he's not able to replace these characters, and especially what they have to offer. He won't be able to crowd control and clump enemies up like Venti. Venti pretty much breaks the game, so I feel like if you have Venti, you don't need Kazuha. Zhongli gives you these insane shields. Now, if you have Zhongli, potentially you don't need Kazuha. Yeah, I'm not saying Kazuha is a bad character at all. I love his playstyle and his absolute insane design with his ultimate. Sure, he isn't Venti or Zhongli, but he's still an amazing support. Even at Constellation 0, providing you with great crowd control and a huge elemental damage buff is still really insane. But like I said, if you already have Venti, maybe even Zhao, pulling for him might not be worth it. If you don't have a really good support like Sucrose, Venti, Zhongli, don't pull for him. If you're looking for a support, pull for him. Yeah, I'm super excited to see more of the Inazuma characters, especially Ayaka, the Electro Archon. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's up to you. Like I said, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. But yeah, that's pretty much been the video on Kazuha, guys. If you should pull for him or not, some of his abilities and stuff like that. If you guys want to see more of these videos, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're live every single day of the week on Twitch. We also, like I said, have a really big Discord community where we do giveaways all the time. Discord.gg/Willis. But yeah, this has been Willis Gaming, guys. I will see you in my next video, and peace.